So we all know Ahsoka Tano is getting her own book coming this October 11th, 2016. But with how word has been going around, how Dave Foy, I'm pretty sure I pronounced that last name wrong still, um, has been saying that we might see more a bit of Ahsoka outside of Rebels and possibly outside the book in future installments. That made me really curious as to think, oh, are they going to make an Ahsoka Tano movie like that? That would anthology film like that would be amazing, and that would certainly say, yeah, Disney is milking for everything it can out of Ahsoka Tano, the character. So, and since fans pretty much like her and have pretty much seen her like she's Daniel Bryan of the Star Wars universe, since she started out as an underdog, except whereas Daniel Bryan was not seen as corporate material enough, Ahsoka Tano wasn't looked up by the fans normally until they started to embrace her more and more. So she eventually won them over, and that made her a big underdog in Star Wars. And like it took forever for people to at least somewhat enjoy the prequels. I say, well, that's actually debatable. Um, to this day, it's still hated, though now people are like saying, like, oh, well, at least George Lucas did something different with the prequels as compared to The Force Awakens, which just placed every plot point from episode 4. But I'm not here to address that. I wanted to talk about what if there's going to be an Ahsoka Tano movie? Like, that would be an interesting thing. Like, but the question is, should it be like animated or live action? And I don't know what Ahsoka Tano would look like live action. So right now, I'm gonna say I'm more comfortable being her being animated for a big movie. Like we could discuss what she did during her time away from the Order after she left. Though they're gonna cover that in the book, so they might. So I'm just wishful thinking that they make it an adaptation book. So yeah, that's my hope on that. And they could also, if Ahsoka Tano really did survive in the season 2 finale of Rebels, maybe they could let her show up out post Rebels and let her appear more and more in other forms of media. Like I really want to see if Ahsoka Tano really survived and if she's really connected to the daughter from the Mortis arc from the Clone Wars series. Um, Along with that, like it'd be just a pain if they killed her off like that. But hear this: if they do kill her off, I'll be ranting up a storm about how Disney is an idiot, how Disney Corporate is an idiot, thinking that they could get away with this since they own the franchise. But I'm not letting them get away with it. But I really hope Ahsoka Tano lives so we can see more of her because, well, I get the feeling there's more story left to tell for her. And, like, maybe they could do a 3-part movie where we see Ahsoka Tano trying to find a way to escape Malcor, then etc., etc., etc. Like, maybe they could do that. Like, I would be interested in a Star Wars survival film where Ahsoka Tano has to adapt living on Malcor for a bit until she can find a way to get out. Um, and then the other 2 parts could focus on her getting out afterwards and then doing something, I don't know what, like get her back in the game or maybe go back to Mortis to do something since the planet I don't think was destroyed. I think it was ravaged, but I don't think it was permanently destroyed. So there's that. And you also have like there's still like a lot of people still have some feeling that Lux Bonteri, Ahsoka's original love interest, which never really got resolved. Like after the Rebels arc and Onderon, um, Lux Bonteri kind of disappeared, and I was always wondering, wait, where was he during Ahsoka on the Run? Like, shouldn't he have had a role in that? Like, that would have been interesting because they're friends at least. So wouldn't there have been something to go on? And I'm pretty sure George Lucas had plans for Lux Bonteri and Ahsoka after she had left the Order, but they never got a chance to explore that after Disney bought Star Wars. So I don't know what Disney's thoughts about Lux is, but I'm hoping that they do something to resolve the issue there. Like they can't just leave that cliffhanged or something like that. Like I hope they explore in the book, and I hope they can explore in a movie. But I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. Along with that, there's also the possibility of a well, I took over the movie, maybe a TV series following her adventures after she had left. Like they could do that, but really, then people would say, "Well, then bring back the Clone Wars series." Then, like they could do that, or they could do something like her TV series adventure through Malachor, a mini series, pretty much that explains how she gets away. Um, like they could do that, but I'm more interested in seeing a movie about Ahsoka Tano because it would be awesome. And said this in my Ahsoka Tano video previously, back in 2015, where I said a movie would finally immortalize her in Star Wars history because she's now and I'm not counting the Clone Wars movie because that was a pilot TV series episode, pretty much. So this would immortalize her in film history, and a lot of people would pay to see that. I know I would pay to see that. Like I paid to see Force Awakens, I'll pay to see Rogue One, I'll pay to see this. So those are my thoughts about a potential Ahsoka Tano film. This was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate. Stay tuned for more.